Now back to Inside Real Estate. Here's Mike the Realtor.
Hey, folks, we are back. Inside Real Estate Sports, Entertainment, Politics. Websites, InsideRealEstateRadio.com, InsideRealEstateRadio.com. Time to do some more business talk. We've got some insurance talk to do. We got Richard Tonihka of the Goosehead Insurance Agency. His website, richardtagency.com, richardtagency.com. What's going on, Richard?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good.
So, do you have any New Year's resolutions that you haven't told anybody about?
Yes, I have some I haven't told myself about. I'm still developing them. They're in development. Not really. You?
I always have them. And they always last till about the beginning of February, maybe March, if they're lucky. And then I don't need this.
Hey, before I forget, by the way, we were just talking a minute ago to head coach Randy Allen, Highland Park. We were talking about that stat, and our production guy just told us about it. Matt Stafford was the first to 30,000 yards. That was the stat we were discussing. Now, sorry.
Oh no, anytime we could talk about Matt Stafford, I mean, it makes my life better.
That's right. No, you want to talk about Romo. You want to talk about the fact that you want Romo to start next week.
I do. Still.
Why? Why would you do that?
I'm a Romo sapien.
Well, I like Romo. He did a great job, but
Oh, he's still gone, but
yeah.
he'll be playing in Denver next year and win the Super Bowl for them again.
I wish that he'd stay with Dallas in some capacity.
Seriously.
I do.
In
I do.
a
I like
in a
Romo.
wheelchair.
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
On
You
the
can stay on the
sideline.
sideline.
Sorry, Richard.
Oh, no problem. The reason I brought up New Year's resolutions is because one of the New Year's resolutions that I think everyone should have is make sure that you look at your insurance.
Yeah.
When is the last time that you actually looked at your policy? Because life changes, and as life changes, your insurance needs to change also. Well, it doesn't have to change, but depending on, I'm going to go through a list of things that are simple questions that I ask, but it comes down to making sure that I'm offering you the best value that you deserve. And so, depending on how long ago it was written, you may have a policy with a certain company that they no longer offer, just because it was a bad policy or whatever reason that every company ends up changing their policy up slightly.
Yeah.
And over the course of time. And so you may have an outdated policy that doesn't cover you the way you think it should cover you.
Right.
And so, but also coming through here, and when you're looking at your insurance, we're going to make sure that we give you all the discounts that you deserve. And you may not have had those discounts when you originally wrote your policy, because like we said, your life has changed. The things that have gone on, or the things that are in your life now, weren't the same things that were in your life when you originally got the policy. Like my wife, before we got married, she had the same policy for years. She didn't like the premium that she was paying, but she paid it anyway because that's what you do.
Right.
You have to pay your insurance, and so I don't like this rate, but I'm paying it anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't put in the time to think about, trying to shop around.
Exactly. And there are some people that shop around and still want to pay more. And for those people, I'll charge you more if you want me to. But I'm going to make sure that the value's there and
right.
And that you're covered the way you think you should be. So, I mean, in the past year, have you changed your job? Every carrier gives you a discount for certain types of jobs. And it's not just your auto insurance, it's also your home insurance. Although everyone kind of concentrates on the autos, but the same underwriters that are giving you the discounts on the homes or on the auto insurance, they're also the same underwriters that are talking about your home insurance. So you're still going to get that same discount. It's just not as publicized. And so has your job changed? Has your education level changed? Did you get your degree? Because you get a bigger discount for the higher education level that you have. Mm-hmm. So have you been working on your master's degree, or have you been going to night school to get your bachelor's degree? All that stuff actually ends up coming in and giving you bigger discounts and saving you money on your insurance. So if these are things that have happened in your life, fantastic. You ought to be rewarded for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you had a change in your relationship status? Have you gotten married or engaged? Married people pay a lot less for auto insurance, and they pay less for insurance in general than single people. And so if that's something that's on the horizon or it's something that's happened within the last year, give me a call. And we'll talk about it and see what we can do. Of course, we're just getting out of the holiday season. Did you get any big presents? Is it something that is higher than what your levels are? Typically for let's say you got a piece of jewelry that's now worth $10,000. Your home insurance isn't going to cover that unless it's scheduled.
Right.
So you have to go in and get it scheduled, get it appraised, get it scheduled, and let's get it. And the benefit of scheduling versus not scheduling, if you have something scheduled, you can come in and let's say it's a ring. Terry, you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, you took off your rings, and you forgot them there for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out, you come back, and the rings are gone. It's a $10,000 ring, and if you had it scheduled, it's covered.
No matter where you are.
No matter where you are.
Okay.
Right.
Now, if it's not scheduled, you're not covered because it's only the things that are covered under your homeowner's insurance for a non-scheduled. And then you're also only scheduled up to $1,500, $2,500 depending on what policy you're with. But $1,500 to $2,500 is the max for jewelry with just about every carrier.
Yeah.
And so that $10,000 ring that you just lost, if it's not scheduled, you're not getting a dime of that back if you didn't have it scheduled and put on your home insurance policy.
So how much would something like that run you? I know that's kind of putting you on the spot, but are you talking couple $100
Scheduling
a year?
is
Not much at all?
Not much at all.
Okay.
It's
That's
very
good to know.
minimal, and the range differs greatly from carrier to carrier.
Okay.
And it's something that we look at, and it's just going through, and depending on what your carrier is, then it's quite simple to go into your policy, see what it would cost to schedule it, and spit out the number to you.
Okay.
yeah, so
That's good information.
especially important. So if you've just gotten married or you're thinking about getting married, hey, look, oftentimes that wedding ring gets lost at the honeymoon.
Yes.
And hey, as soon as you buy that thing, get it scheduled.
Exactly.
You want to get that taken care of. You don't want to get that lost. Folks, hey, RichardTAgency.com is a website. RichardTAgency.com is a website. You need to catch up with Richard for all of your insurance needs, home, auto, life, toys, everything.
Yes, because finding out that something's not covered after the fact is the wrong time to find out. Give me a call, and I will take care of you, give you the best value that I can.
Absolutely. Folks, don't forget that the Goosehead model is that Richard can search over 25 different companies behind the scenes, companies you can't even get to figure out the best rates for the best policies for you. By the way, no other company can do this. He can put you with one company with your homeowner's insurance, another company with your auto, and still give you bundled discounts. There's so many things that Richard has access to that you don't with your just standard big box going to Taco Bell, KFC, for your insurance. Richard can take care of it. Look, folks, we work with people that are the best. They excel in what they do. I really like helping people, folks. If you go talk to Richard, he's actually going to help you. He's going to take care of you, and I really want you to do that because I really think everybody should just be helped and taken care of, and you're good at what you do. So, hey, folks, RichardTAgency.com, get with Richard. And we're going to take a short break. See you in a few.